Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Gary Neville questions Mason Mount's role, and David Beckham shocking responds to Ruben Amorim'S fate. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Gary Neville questions Ruben Amorim over Mason Mount. Neville voiced his unease on his podcast, noting that during a recent match, the players' expressions and body language suggested they were beginning to question the manager's system. Neville recalled a previous episode where he highlighted the same issue, stating that seeing Mount at left wing-back was something that simply must not recur. Gary Neville also expressed frustration over Ruben Amorim'S tactics at Manchester United, particularly highlighting the baffling decision to position Mason Mount at left wing-back. He stressed that while a manager should remain committed to their vision, frequently moving players into unfamiliar roles can erode the team's confidence in the strategy. Neville found it particularly alarming that Mount was placed at left wing-back in the closing stages of the Brentford match, describing the choice as utterly dreadful. Neville pointed out that Amorim, despite having a pre-season and a week between matches due to United's absence from European competitions, has failed to improve the team's performances, which he described as consistently poor. The results, he argued, have been disastrous for a club of United stature, especially given the significant investment in the squad. While acknowledging Amorim's strong coaching reputation in Portugal, Neville admitted that nothing seems to be working at United, leaving him deeply worried about the club's direction. David Beckham's surprising reaction to Ruben Amorim'S fate at Manchester United. Manchester United suffered another painful defeat against Brentford in their latest Premier League match, deepening the club's woes at the start of the season. This loss marked their third in 4 games, compounding a dismal run under new manager Ruben Amorim. The result has sparked a wave of speculation among fans, media, and football pundits about Amorim's future at Old Trafford. Many are questioning whether the Portuguese manager can deliver the significant changes needed for a team struggling to find its identity. Pressure is mounting after lackluster defensive displays and a lack of creativity in attack, leaving United vulnerable against opponents they should, in theory, overcome with ease. The defeat to Brentford has left Manchester United languishing in 14th place in the Premier League standings, with just 7 points from their opening 6 matches. Amorim's tactical system, which brought success at Sporting CP with a Portuguese league title, is now under scrutiny, with critics arguing it doesn't suit the intense demands of the Premier League. Fans have voiced their frustration, particularly over the team's inability to create chances and their tendency to drop points in the final moments. Despite this, Amorim remains steadfast in his approach, insisting it needs time to take root within a squad still adjusting after several new signings in the summer transfer window. Amid growing calls for his sacking, recent reports suggest that Manchester United's management, led by Sir Jim Ratcliffe, has no immediate plans to part ways with Amorim. With the season still in its early stages and new players still settling in, the board is inclined to give the 40-year-old manager time to lay a solid foundation for the long term. Despite the mounting pressure, Amorim has maintained a calm and confident demeanor. Speaking to reporters after the Brentford match, he dismissed concerns about his job security, stating that his focus remains on giving his all for the team as long as he's in charge. He also doubled down on his tactical philosophy, expressing confidence that it will bear fruit with patience, despite the criticism. Criticism of Amorim's methods isn't limited to fans. Several former United players have questioned his tactical flexibility. His rigid system is seen as ill-suited to the current squad, which is still searching for rhythm amid a demanding schedule of domestic and European fixtures. Nevertheless, Amorim remains optimistic that hard work and patience will yield positive results. The spotlight has also fallen on Manchester United legend David Beckham, who shared his thoughts in a recent interview. Speaking with the frustration of a loyal supporter, Beckham admitted his fed up with watching his beloved club's poor performances. However, he expressed cautious optimism about Amorim's potential, believing the young manager has the ability to turn things around with time and full backing from the club. Beckham urged the board and fans not to rush into demanding a sacking, stressing that building a top-tier team is a process that cannot happen overnight. However, keeping faith in Amorim comes with financial implications. Should Manchester United decide to sack him before his first year is up, the club would face a £12 million compensation bill. With a contract running until 2027 and an annual salary of £6.5 million, Amorim is among the Premier League's highest-paid managers, forcing the board to think carefully before making any drastic moves. Meanwhile, United's fan base is divided. Some are calling for immediate change, feeling the team shows no signs of improvement, while others support Amorim's long-term vision, pointing to his successful track record at Sporting CP. Upcoming matches, including crucial Europa League fixtures, will be pivotal for Amorim to prove he deserves the faith placed in him. With pressure mounting, Amorim's future hangs in the balance. Support from the board and optimistic words from figures like Beckham may offer a glimmer of hope, but only results on the pitch will ultimately decide his fate. Manchester United opportunistic move for Al Hilal star. Manchester United's long-standing struggle to secure the right midfielders has been a persistent issue for over a decade. With Ineos now at the helm, the club is poised to address this in upcoming transfer windows. Among the names linked with a move to Old Trafford is Brighton's young prospect Carlos Baleba. However, a more pragmatic option could see United pursue Al Hilal's Ruben Neves, a player they have admired for years. Ruben Neves departed Wolverhampton Wanderers in 2023 to join Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal in a £47 million deal. His 3-year contract with the Saudi champions is entering its final year, opening the door for a potential transfer. United have long held an interest in the Portuguese midfielder, dating back to his time at Porto before his move to Wolves. With his contract nearing its end, the Red Devils could seize the opportunity to sign him in January or even secure him on a free transfer next summer. Since joining Al Hilal, Neves has established himself as one of the standout performers in the Saudi Pro League. Sources close to the club indicate that Al Hilal are keen to extend his contract beyond 2026, recognizing his immense value. However, should negotiations falter, United could capitalize on the situation to bring the midfielder back to the Premier League. Neves' impact in Saudi Arabia has been nothing short of remarkable. Widely regarded as one of the finest imports in the Saudi Pro League's history, he played a pivotal role in Al Hilal's 2023-2024 title-winning campaign. His composure, vision, and ability to dictate play have earned him widespread praise, making him an attractive prospect for a return to English football. In 96 appearances for Al Hilal, Neves has contributed 10 goals and 24 assists, showcasing his ability to influence games both defensively and offensively. His versatility was on full display when he played the entire 90 minutes in Al Hilal's victory over Manchester City at the Club World Cup earlier this year. Such performances underline his readiness to compete at the highest level. Manchester United's midfield has lacked consistency, and Neves could provide the stability and experience needed to anchor the squad. While the club is expected to target younger talents in the summer transfer window, Neves' blend of maturity and quality would complement any new arrivals. His prior experience in the Premier League with Wolves makes him an ideal candidate to adapt quickly to United's demands. Ruben Neves has long been admired by Manchester United, with interest dating back to his time at Porto before his move to Wolves. Now 28 years old and entering his prime, he could become a free agent in 2026 if he does not renew his contract with Al Hilal. Having thrived during his years in the Premier League, Neves would likely adapt seamlessly to life at Old Trafford. The prospect of signing Neves on a free transfer would represent a significant coup for United, allowing them to bolster their squad without a hefty financial outlay. His leadership and technical ability could prove invaluable as the club seeks to rebuild the squad. As the January transfer window approaches, Manchester United will weigh their options carefully. Whether they pursue an opportunistic deal for Neves in the winter or wait until the summer, the Portuguese star remains a tantalizing prospect. His potential arrival could mark a significant step towards resolving United's long-standing midfield conundrum. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.